Picking up right where we left off in last video, we discovered the equation for a standard form of a circle. And so now let's talk about it. So standard form of a circle with a radius r and a center of hk. So notice my h in my formula is a minus h, inside opposite. Then we have k, but this is a minus k. So again, inside parentheses, so opposite. And it's going to equal whatever my radius is squared. So what we are doing is we're plugging in a value for h, for k, which is my x and y coordinate for my center, and then substituting in whatever the length of that radius is. So those are the two things we need, are the center and the radius. Now I included this other form, general form of a circle, simply because some of your instructions, just like here, says write the instructions write the standard form of the equation and the general form of the equation of each circle. I personally hate general form, but this is the cards we were dealt. So general form, once your x and y, your x squared and y squared first, then your x and y that aren't squared to come second, then your constant and it for it to equal 0. Okay, so let's try example 1. Example 1 says write the standard form of the equation in general form. I can't read today. I'm so sorry. Write the standard form of the equation and the general form of the equation in each circle of a radius r and a center hk, and then we're going to graph it. So for standard form, this is just straight substitution. I have x minus h. My hk is 4, -3. So here's my h. And here's my k. So we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So y minus, if my k is negative, minus a -3 turns that into a +3. And then it equals my radius squared. My radius here is 6, so equals 6 squared. Okay, notice again, I said inside opposite. 4 becomes -4, -3 becomes +3. So inside opposite. So the only thing I can do really is clean this up right here. So my equation in standard form is x minus 4 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 36. Now I wish we could be done, but it also asks for general form. For general form, I need my x squared and y squared to come first, which means I need to expand this out in FOIL. So x minus 4 quantity squared, that is x plus 4 times x plus 4 FOIL and combined, and we get x squared minus 8x plus 16. Expand this out in FOIL. This is y plus 3 times y plus 3. When you FOIL, you get y squared plus 6y plus 9 equals 36. So now we're going to rearrange here. I want my x squared and y squared first. That's what they told me to do here. Now I need my x and y coordinate or variables that aren't squared. So we have negative 8x plus 6y. And then I need my constant. So we can combine 16 and 9 to get 25. And then I'm going to subtract 36 over, so minus 11. And now that equals 0. So it is now x squared, x, y, constant equals 0. And so there's my general form. Okay, now we also need to be able to graph each circle. Graphing really comes from this information up here, not even one of these equations. So I'm going to start by plotting the center of my circle. So we're at 4, -1, 2, 3. And then I have a radius of 6. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So plot your center and then go up, down, left, and right, whatever that radius is. I'm not going to be super picky on these when it comes to your test. Make the best circle you possibly can. So my circle is not the best. It's pretty janky, especially down here, but just do the best you can. I'm going to be looking at those ordered pairs more than how great your circle is. Okay, so let's do this one more time on part B. We need standard form and general form. So standard form is where we start. My formula is x minus h. My h here is 0. So I have x minus 0 squared plus y minus k squared. My k is 0. So y minus 0 squared. And it equals your radius squared. And my radius is 1. So 1 squared. So this one we can clean up quite a bit. X minus 0 is just x. So that's x squared. Plus y minus 0 is just y. So y squared. And 1 squared is 1. Standard form of a center at the origin and a radius of 1 is this right here. This is actually a special kind of circle called your unit circle, which you will get very, very familiar with when you get to trig. And then our general form needs my x and y at the beginning, which they really already are. So x squared, y squared. Then it needs your x and your y's next. I don't have any of those. So the only thing we're really doing is now I need my constant. So I'm going to subtract that 1 over. So we've got minus 1 equals 0. So that general form wasn't bad at all. So now to graph, start with your center. We're going to have a little baby circle here. We're going to go up, down, left, and right 1. And make the best circle you can.